Yeah, Brian, actually, it certainly is West Texas style weather to be extreme, and this year is no exception. This year's 90 hundredths of an inch at the airport. In 2011, which was the driest year ever, only an inch of precipitation. But the question is our extreme weather becoming more challenging? Our West Texas climate seems to be changing, and many of us can tell.
We're definitely in a drought situation. I think they're getting warmer, definitely.
Definitely a lot drier in the winter.
I've noticed too, and who better to ask than Texas Tech's climate scientist, Dr. Katherine Hayhoe. Is our climate changing? And if so, how is it changing?
When we look at Lubbock, we see warming in the winter. So, you know, people who've lived here a long time, they say, well, you know, it used to be a lot colder when I was little. You know, and you think, well, was it walking 2 miles to school uphill both ways? No, it really was a lot colder here in the winter. So our winters are getting warmer, and we're seeing less extreme cold days.
So it appears warmer, drier winters are becoming the new normal. Dr. Hayhoe says the warming started as early as the 1950s, and the weather data shows the average yearly temperature for the Lubbock area has jumped almost 2 degrees over the past 30 years. Our average snowfall has decreased, and luckily the average precipitation has slightly increased. Nice graphics, but how will an increase in average yearly temperatures impact the West Texas region?
What climate change is doing is it's weighting the dice. So we've always had that number that's going to give us a heavy rainfall event or a heat wave or a drought, but climate change is altering the risk of those. It's making our droughts more severe because the warmer it is, the more water evaporates out of our soil and our droughts get worse.
In fact, extended dry periods are increasing and record rainfall events have increased. Still, with global temperatures certainly increasing, what does that mean for you, your family, and our future?
Society, not just Lubbock, but if we as the United States and the rest of the world continue on the pathway that we are on today, 2011 could become the average summer.
But there are things we can do to help our challenging climate. The Lubbock South Plains region is ideally located to create sustainable energy through solar and wind options. And at home, we can make an impact as well.
I mean, it's crazy when you think about it, but replacing our old light bulbs with those new LEDs, it really does save us money and it does save us energy. Replacing one LED, if every household in the U.S. did that, it'd be like taking 1 million cars off the road.
Wow, 1 million cars.
It's amazing because, I mean, we have this extreme, no better than 2010 when they had to call 4th and Broadway because of a flood. And in 2011, they called it because of a drought. Those are the kind of things we're going through now.
Frightening for the future. See where it goes.
Yeah, but I'm, optimistic at heart, and I think that we will figure this out. We'll mitigate this, and we'll figure out how to make better choices on landscaping. Ag producers already are making changes. We'll work this out because we're tough West Texans.
Yes, we are. Thank